During the 2020 lockdowns, Kelly and I made this podcast to talk about the movies that we love while bored at home. We tried so many different ways to record and edit, but found it difficult and we experienced some bad sound quality until we found Zencaster. It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencaster. Log in using your browser and start recording a high quality podcast right away. Record studio quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of zen knowing Zencaster's multi-layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. If you have thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are over. With Zencaster's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. So go to Zencaster.com/pricing and use our code SYTYI, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. We want you to have the same easy experiences we do for all of our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.
Hey guys, you've heard us talk about how we want to live our lives in balance with our hectic work lives to getting a workout in and treating our bodies better. I've been changing my routine up at the gym and getting myself to eat better. And one thing I'm adding is liquid IV. In one stick, I'm getting 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than if I drank water alone. It's great for those tough workouts where I need an extra boost or when I'm feeling a little run down after a long day at work. I love how on the go this packaging is. I throw a few in my gym or my work bag and it takes up zero space. And the taste is amazing. Since it's summertime, I'm reaching more for strawberry lemonade. And with other great summer flavors like watermelon and guava, there's something for everyone. And it's not just the flavor that will have you grabbing for more. Like I said, Liquid IV contains 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, and B12, and vitamin C. And it's made with premium ingredients. So, if you want to up your hydration game this summer, get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use our code SYTYI at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using our code SYTYI at liquidiv.com.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast where we're running out of movies. So if the AMPTP can pay these people, hopefully today. They've been meeting for like 3 days straight. Hopefully today we will be one step closer to being done with this.
I need them to fix this now because all of the movies we have for spooky season, they're gonna wreck me. So I need to be able to do a cuter, happier Halloween movie.
Yeah. These are all horror movies.
Horror movies, and I don't do horror movies, so it'll take me about 3 days to watch any of these.
She'll be fine. In fact,
I'll be fine, but at what cost?
In fact, I think 2 of these she would like. 2 of these she would be okay with.
Okay. You're gonna have to let me do those 2 then.
Okay. No promises though.
Okay.
Especially on one of those 2. Especially on one of no promises.
I mean,
but
it's funny because I found actually 2 movies on a streaming service that are independent, and I'm just like, these look not bad. So I was like, once spooky season is over, and if they have not come to an agreement yet, which I hope it does not go that long, I will be covered for at least 2 episodes. And then Christmas, I'm tapping out at Christmas. They need to get their shit together by Christmas because I can't do it. I will not do.
We'll just be watching Hallmark movies.
Yeah, I can't do D-list Halloween movies.
Yeah, it's hard out here, y'all.
It's so hard.
It's hard out here. Anyway, how was your week, Kelly?
It was good. I went to a baseball game, and who was there? Who did I tell you was there?
Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz was there.
Random.
Very random. I had no idea. They came on the screen and they said the name, and my mom looked at me and she was like looking at me like she was trying to think something through. And I look at her, I'm like, what happened? She's all like, that name sounds familiar. Because he didn't even look like the same to me. So I was all like, I don't even know who that is. And they were like, he's a race car driver. And I'm just like, oh, I have no idea who that is. And I'm like, I'm surprised my mom does. And she's all like, no, look, it's Frankie Muniz. And she shows me her phone. I'm just like, no.
Not them saying he's a race car driver. Wow.
Yeah, they literally said he was a race car driver. And I'm like, and she like told me the whole
I bet even he
thing.
was like, what?
No, but
Like even
because he actually is a race car driver, I guess.
but I'm sure that's not the first thing people go to when they think about him. So I bet he
Mm-mm.
was just sitting there like, "Oh,
I
okay."
mean, because he was standing there and he like did some of the like interaction stuff with the crowd.
Hmm.
And we weren't too far away from him actually. We were like 2 sections away from him, so like I could see him. I could see Frankie Muniz, and he's in a movie that we do want to do. We really want to do it.
Absolutely. The first movie I'm doing once this stuff is over.
Right. Because it's such a good movie. I love that movie.
I love that. I mean, it's not a great movie, but I
It's not a
love
great
that
movie, but
movie.
it's nostalgic and it's so good.
It hits me in my heart.
Dude, that
I
movie.
recently rewatched it and I was like, "Oh, I'm
Did
doing this
you?
for the podcast."
I haven't rewatched it yet because I want to rewatch it when we want to do an episode so I can get all of my like real reaction down. But like me and my brother were obsessed with that movie when we were
Obsessed with
little.
that movie.
It was so good.
I remember going to Blockbuster, getting the DVD and watching it over and over and over again.
Yeah. I legit think our copy is one from our local movie rental place. Because I think it has the sticker on it from the movie rental place. It wasn't a Blockbuster or anything. It was just the local city one.
Hmm.
And I think that's where we got it.
Oh my
We just
gosh.
never returned it because we kept checking it out.
Let's bring back movie rental places.
I would love a movie
I'm
rental
sorry,
place.
these streaming platforms are playing in my face. So let's bring back movie rental places.
And you know
Let's do
what?
it.
Movie rental places were on their game. When a movie came out, if you expected that movie there, and it was there.
Hmm.
Like they did not play around with their movies. And then you
No.
had to be the first one there to rent it out.
Yeah.
Because if not, you were waiting for weeks to get it back from whoever rented it out. And then you had to be like there before somebody else took it.
A
Also, I feel
Blockbuster
like you
on a
watched.
Saturday night. It was a
Yeah,
magical place. A
it
magical
was.
place.
Honestly, and I feel like I watched more diverse movies when I could see the actual cover and like
Same.
read like what the movie was about on the back. I
Hmm.
felt like I watched more movies because of that. Because like now, like if I'm like scrolling through like streaming services and like I don't like how like the movie like just art looks, I won't watch it. Like if it doesn't look exciting to me from the get go, then I'm like, I don't care. I'm not gonna even look it up to see what the movie's about. I just will pass it
I
over.
quite honestly can't tell you how I select the movies I watch. I can't. It's sort of just like a feeling. It,
It's just a vibe.
it's just a vibe.
I mean, that's fair too. I feel
I
like
solely watch
if the
movies
thing
off of
looks
vibes.
if the like cover looks good or whatever you want to call it, the thumbnail, whatever. If that looks good, then I'll watch it.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. Or if the title like catches my eye, then I'll watch it. Like I have to dedicate time.
Oh.
I'm one
I
of those
usually
people.
I go off vibes and the movie description.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So all you
See,
copywriters out there, make your movie sound better so that I'll watch it.
yeah. Or make the thumbnail look better so then I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Either way,
Marketing is a
step up
team
your game.
sport.
It is.
It's a
It
team
is.
sport.
I'm pretty good at marketing. So
Yeah.
if you want to
Step
hire
it up.
me,
Yeah, hire Kelly.
then I'll help you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm weird when it comes to movies. Like my mom will I think my mom is more careless about I don't know what the word is, but like she'll see something, she'll be like, "Oh, that's vaguely interesting," and to me and just like put it on, and then it'll be an absolute mess 5 minutes in and we'll look at each other and we'll be like, do you know what's going on? No, I don't either. And then we'll just shut it off.
Oh,
She's very
yeah.
much, we'll give it a chance.
I'll
And
give a
if it's
movie a
not,
chance. I'm just like that. I'll give it a chance.
yeah, I don't even
And
give them
it
the chance.
and it used to be that I would watch the entire movie even if I didn't like it. Now
Really?
I will turn off a movie, a TV show like that, like at the drop of a
Oh
dime. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I don't care anymore. Turn it off.
Yeah. My mom, she's so awful with like anime or any TV show. If you don't get her in the first 5 to 10 minutes of your first episode, she won't.
See, I'm a little better than that with shows.
She won't even give the full first episode because I
With
give it
a
the first 3 episodes. If you
Yeah,
can't get me within the first three,
I'll give it one or two
then
episodes.
I
After
can't.
that, I'm done.
But no, my mom's like 5 to 10 minutes in, and like it'll be one that me and my brother are into, and we're like, no, just give it the first episode. She'll like get 5 to 10 minutes, and she's like, I don't get it. I'm like, girl, you don't know anything about this show. You just
And
started. Give it a minute. Give it
I
a minute.
I love that for her. Actually, she's like, you are
She
not going to
knows what
waste my
she
time.
wants.
Yeah, she
She
knows what
really
she
is.
wants.
She's all like, I know what I want, and that's not it. The first 5 minutes were not it. So she'll
Yes,
shut it off.
love that for her.
Yeah, she's so funny. Like I can't and then like when she tells me a movie or show is good, then I know it's good. That's the
Mm.
other thing though. Because I know it caught her in the first 5 to 10 minutes and it'll for sure work for me. So when she does recommend something for me, then I'm like, okay, I know it's good then.
I might have to hit her up for some show recommendations.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because she devours TV shows and movies. She's
Same,
insane.
same. I kind
Like
of gave
I'll start something with her and I know for a fact she'll finish it like in 2 days. And I'll be like,
because you
girl,
watch shows incredibly slow.
I know, but no, but I watch it when I get home when I have the time. And then because she works at home and she has a certain job that she has, she can watch it during the day. If it's new content, I can't really watch it at work because then I'll get distracted. But she'll just and then I'll come home and she'll have it on the TV. I'm all like, what episode are you on? She's like, oh yeah, I'm on like episode 10. I'm like, girl, I'm
No,
still in the middle of episode 2.
Kelly just watches shows incredibly slow. Did you even
I
finish
mean,
that show
that's
we were
also,
watching together when I was there a month ago? No,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh no, I
You didn't.
didn't. But see, I know what the ending is. I read the books.
Does not
I
matter.
literally, I literally have 5 minutes of that episode left. I'm not even kidding you. I have 5 minutes left, but I know what's coming, and I don't want to watch it.
Kelly, please.
I know what's
Please.
coming. I don't want to watch it happen. Reading it, and having it happen is different than watching it happen. I feel. Yes, I'm crazy.
Yeah,
We're
she is.
moving on. But yeah, my week was kind of busy. I mean, I feel like I was all over the place. My body has decided to just die on me. My
Okay.
my eczema is eating me alive, and I got off the bike this week, and like I've been riding the bike consistently. I haven't been going to the gym because like I don't want to deal with all the people. Cause for some reason, it's gotten so busy. Um, like everyone remembered their New Year's resolution or something, and they're like, "Oh my
At the end
god,
of the year, they're
yeah,
like,
for
oh.
real, dude, it's incredible." So I was
They're
like,
like
"I'll
me and
just
my
have
cousin.
to."
They're like me and my cousin made a pact at Christmas, and now Christmas is coming
No,
up.
for
Let me
real,
let
for
me hit the gym.
real, for real. They're like, it's cuffing season. It's the first day of fall. Where we're getting back in the gym. I'm like, I guess. Go off, queen.
Fall is the season where you just stop caring. Fall is the
Yeah,
season
at
where
that
you're just
point,
like, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. It's holiday
yeah.
time.
hmm
At least
At
for
that
me.
point, whatever you are, first day of fall, you just accept it, babe.
You just accept it.
You just accept it because you know what's coming. It's
The time to
all the fall season like treats are coming, all the fall season drinks
hmm
are coming, all the cute
hmm
activities are coming that you want to go to with your friends, and you know there's gonna be food and drinks there.
Yeah.
So don't look at your weight and don't look at your bank account.
Yeah. The time to work out is winter. After
Yeah,
after New Year's. That's when you work out. You work out
yeah.
for summer. You maintain until like midsummer, and then you can start
hmm
tapering off.
And then fall, you just accept it and you be happy
Yeah,
because the only option is depression, and that ain't it. We ain't
that's not
doing seasonal
happening.
depression this year.
Not this year.
Not this year.
Which, by the way,
Oh,
California, don't play with me with the rain this year, please.
I'll trade with you, bro.
Please,
I
please, for
will
the love of
absolutely trade with
God,
you.
we can't have 3 straight months of rain anymore. Please, please.
I'll trade with you. You can have my pool, and I'll take your rain.
Oh, I will gladly take that. You will.
Okay.
You think it sounds like a good thing. You will be depressed within like 2 weeks.
Oh no, no, I love rain.
No, Kelly, you don't
I
understand.
was made
You
for
weren't here. You weren't here.
it. I know I wasn't there, but
It
Jordan, I
was it.
literally want to move to Washington.
It
Like,
was
what does
fun
that
for
say
like
about me?
it was fun for like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, and then after that, it was not fun anymore.
Mm, mm.
Once you have to walk home and get completely drenched, you don't like
Okay,
the
see,
rain anymore.
that was such a random and horrible experience for you anyway. And then just adding the rain was just awful.
Yeah. So be careful what you wish for.
Same. Okay. Also, I have been working on my delulu. I don't know if you
Love
can
that.
work on your delulu, but I worked on my delulu.
I work on my
Um,
delulu every day.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do. I didn't know that was a thing you could work on. So like I was pleasantly surprised that you could work on your delulu.
Yeah, you can work on
Um,
your delulu.
but I have a list of prospective jobs
Love that for you.
already lined
Great.
up
Great. Love
in
that.
my field actually and around the area that I used to live. I didn't know there was, I don't want to say it because then people
Your
will know
job.
where it worked. Yeah, I didn't know they had that in Pittsburgh. They have what I have where I work in Pittsburgh,
Hmm.
straight up. And I had no idea.
I mean, I could have guessed that.
I know every city has
Their own thing, yeah.
their own thing, but I didn't know they had my specific thing because mine is higher. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I didn't know it was in Pittsburgh, and I found it, and I was like,
So you
"There's also
applied.
one in." I haven't applied yet because
Girl, you're not
it's not January yet.
you're
I
not being
can't be.
delulu.
I No, we planned my Delulu for 2024. It is still 2023, so
Okay, but
I
you
can't.
have to start working towards it though. You can't just be like, if you just leave it sitting there, that job's gonna be gone by January. Like you
No,
need to.
it's a continuous. It's continuous
I still think
because
you should apply
they
now.
they need it
Still think you
now.
should apply now.
I
Yes,
can't be Delulu now, Jordan. I was
it's
not
gonna be
planning on being Delulu now.
it's
That
gonna
is
be
Delulu.
it's gonna be a long process. You might want to start doing it now. You
I mean,
think
I know it's a long
you
process.
think a government job is gonna give you 3 interviews in like a month and you'll be set?
No, but see, that's the
No.
thing. If I start now, then it'll be too early for me because then I won't be Delulu enough by the time they want me to accept. So I should be Delulu when I apply
I
so that
think you
it
should
gives
just
me
do it
time
now.
to get through my Delulu. Jordan, I have anxiety. I
I think
can't
I
just
should. I think I should do a. I don't know. I think I would do like a Instagram poll, or can I do a Twitter poll? I'll do both. And I'll be
Okay.
like, should Kelly do it now? Because she should. I'm sorry. I think she's vastly underrating how long this process is going to take. Like for
No,
this
no,
type
I'm
of
counting
job.
on it. I'm counting on it. That's why I need to use it to my advantage in my Delulu era. So by the time they accept me, I will be okay with it. Because if I do it now and they try to get me while I'm not Delulu, I will turn it down.
Kelly, no, no,
I don't know how to be Delulu, Jordan.
I
This is
won't
the
allow it.
process. This is the process.
She's
At this
insane.
point, you're gonna like apply for me.
I think I will.
I'll just send you my resume.
Yeah,
you can put
I'm
it
gonna
up.
apply for you.
I'll
You're
give you
being
my I'll give you
you're
my
being
my business email password so you can get the updates like I do.
you're being crazy right now. Like you really need to apply to that job like today.
I'm not Delulu enough, Jordan. Being
Kelly, just do
Delulu is
it.
scary.
Now we're just gonna have to throw caution to the wind at this point in our Delulu
But
era. We're gonna.
it's not it's I'm not even in my Delulu era though.
I'm
That's the
sorry,
thing.
we're gonna have to fast track it. You're just gonna have to
No.
do it.
I think I need to look up more examples of how to be Delulu. I need help on the Delulu-ness.
You don't need an example. You just need to do it.
Doing it would be delulu, so that would be teaching me delulu-ness.
Exactly. So just do it.
Okay.
As soon as we're done recording this, send
Oh
in the
my
application.
lord. Oh my gosh. I'm crying.
You'll love yourself for it. You'll probably even forget. You'll probably even forget about it in like 2 weeks.
I probably would. I
So
probably would.
just
Not
do
even
it.
2 weeks, bro.
Just
Oh
do
my
it.
lord.
Anything else
Actually
happened
crying.
this week?
No. Other than the
No.
fact that I am now discovering that delulu-ness is very exhausting.
It's because you're making it exhausting. Just do it. Do it. Forget about it. It all works out. As for my Delulu era, I'm free.
Yes, you
My
are.
last day was, I almost said yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. Friday.
Woo!
It was great.
We love
It
it for
was
you.
it was very low key.
Love it.
I knew I made the right decision when my boss, one of my bosses, who was remote, was literally in our office. She saw me and said nothing to me on my last day. And so I was
Aww.
like, oh, yeah, I made the right decision.
Yeah. Because the fact that you couldn't even just be cordial for like
And
1 minute.
Right, and say something to me, I was like, oh,
Right.
yeah, I made
Because it's not like y'all see each other at the office. She's remote.
She's remote. I almost never see her in person. I've seen her in
She could
person
have just been like,
2
oh,
times.
good luck on whatever you're
Yep.
doing next.
Didn't
And
even
then
get
just
that.
left. No.
Yep. Didn't even get that. The most she said to me was hi. That was it.
And it's not like she doesn't know.
And it's not just
She
me.
knows.
I was like, oh, maybe she just doesn't like me. No, my other coworker, he was like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
he was like, yeah, I saw her in the hallway. She said hi to me, and then she just kept moving when I tried to like keep talking to her. I was like, oh, so she's just weird. Got it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I have anxiety, but like if somebody talks to me at work, I will talk to them.
Right? I'll
If
talk to
they say good
them.
morning to me and I say good morning back and they start telling me about stuff, then I'll sit and talk with them.
Yeah.
I'll walk and talk with them to wherever we're going until I have to be like, oh, I have to go this way. So like I'll see you later. It's not like I say hi to someone and like book it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
she's weird.
she's weird. And so I'm free.
I love that for you though.
I love that for me too. What else happened? I can't say the movie. I can't. But
No, you can't.
I saw a movie this week in theaters which changed my life. Had I seen this movie in theaters when it first came out? Yes, but that was so long ago and I was a child.
Oh, you saw it when it came out?
Yes. I saw this movie with adult eyes and I was like, wow. Wow. I'm not going to say the movie. Can't promote. But incredible. Astounding.
And I haven't seen it. And Jordan
she's
is
never seen
so
any of
disappointed
these
in you.
type.
I have not.
This movie is a part of a brand.
Yeah.
A comic book brand. And she's never seen any of this superheroes movies. The superhero has a lot of movies. Both animated, live action. She's seen none of them. And I saw, in my opinion, the best one of those movies. And I was like, wow. It was a Thursday night. I didn't get out of there till 10 o'clock. But I was like, amazing. I was like, yes.
You're like, I knew I made the right choice.
Meant to be seen on the big screen.
Life-changing.
If it was still in theaters, I would go see it again.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
I mean, the closest thing that I know, and at this point it's basically adjacent to the superhero. Can I say this? Can I say the group?
Sure.
Because it's comic book.
Yeah.
Teen Titans. And Robin's connection to
this character, yes.
To this character. That's literally it. So it's literally adjacent. It's not even the main. It's not even like down the line. It's adjacent because it's the Teen Titans' own like storyline. He's not even in it. I just know Robin is connected to this character.
Yeah.
So
You
yeah,
need.
I've never seen any of it. I know who's played this character,
Hmm.
but that's it.
Yeah.
I've
If you still haven't
never
caught up
seen.
to what
I
movie this
haven't
is,
even
this
seen the Lego one
movie,
either,
she hasn't. This movie is a part of
which people say is
a
amazing.
trilogy, and I
Yeah,
want Kelly to watch the entire trilogy.
I have to look
I,
it up. What does it even start with? Is it the one that you saw that is the beginning of that one?
no, no, that's the one in the middle.
Oh,
I saw the
oh,
the second one.
I don't even know what to look up at this point.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah,
I'll text you the trilogy.
yeah.
But yeah, amazing
Wait,
movie going
because
experience.
you saw the middle one, right? I don't know
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
did
yeah,
see that. Okay,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
this one.
Yeah, that one on the right is the first one, and then
Okay,
that the one in the middle is the middle
the one
one,
on the middle is the second one.
and then the last one is the one with Bane in it.
Oh, I know who that is.
That one, yeah.
You know what? I think I've seen most clips of that, but like it was on
Okay,
YouTube
okay,
or like on TikTok, but
yeah.
I've never actually turned it on a TV.
Please watch that trilogy, Kelly.
Oh my
You'll
gosh, what's
love
her
it.
name is in this?
Um, Miss Princess Diaries,
No, Tom's ex-wife.
Gyllenhaal, Maggie, is that her name?
No, no, no. Blah, 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 blah. This lady. Oh, what's his name is in this too? That she I didn't know she's in it.
Oh, she's in the first one, but then she gets recast
Oh,
for the second one.
also I didn't know he was in this movie either,
Who?
or this guy.
Yes. Yeah.
What the heck?
If you still haven't caught on to what movie I'm talking about at this point, I don't know
Why
what to
is
tell
this
you.
cast actually stacked?
Because it's amazing, Kelly. Like I said, you have to watch the trilogy.
I'm actually
Um,
crying. How did I not know this?
but yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
saw
it's
that. It
this
was amazing.
one. It's this one, and then the one you saw, and then whatever's after that.
And then there's one more. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Anne Hathaway is in it.
She's who I think she is, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's
Mm-hmm. The.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I knew that, and I think
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the scene at the very end of that movie. See, I've seen clips, so I technically know some parts, but I don't know
Yeah.
anything about the actual movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I do need to watch it. Oops, because I know nothing about this person. Insane. Anyway.
Yeah, and then yesterday I went to a family event.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. Um, it was okay. And then we went to Red Lobster, and
Red
I got the
Lobster.
endless shrimp. I made a mistake though.
Uh-oh.
When you order the endless shrimp, if you want the shrimp Alfredo, get that last, like on your last plate, because it'll fill
Oh
you
no.
up. So I only
Oh
had two.
no.
So I only had two plates of shrimp, and
Oh.
the second plate I just threw into to go boxes, and I'm going to have it for lunch less dinner.
Okay.
I think I'm
Because
going
I
again
mean,
on Tuesday with Brandy.
oh, are
So I know
you?
so I know my strategy now.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think it. You know what though? Can people on TikTok stop hyping up drinks that aren't available for everybody
Everywhere,
else, please?
yeah.
Because what was the one that we were trying to do?
The Casamigos like flight thingy,
Yeah, no, the first one. Remember there was one like months ago that we saw on TikTok and we're like, oh my gosh, we need to do that. It was like the bucket.
the buckets at
Yes.
Applebee's or something like that. Yes,
Yes. Not available in either of our places.
no,
And then the Casamigos flight for the endless shrimp happening now at Red Lobster, it's not where we are or where he is.
yeah.
Where
What's
are
going
these
on?
places having it? And
Right
stop
where?
people on TikTok. Can you say where you are
Yeah, say where you
when you're
are.
having it? Because I am tired of being gaslit into thinking my
Yeah,
local Applebee's, Chili's, or Red Lobster has what you have.
yeah.
I am
Stop
tired.
playing. I'm playing in my face.
because I send it to Jordan, and I know Jordan will go out and try it, and then tell me about it. And yeah, I keep telling him about this stuff, and it's not
It's never there.
local. And yeah, no,
Sick.
it's
Sick and
sickening.
twisted.
I'm so tired. Stop gaslighting me.
So upsetting.
No, truly.
Let me take a sip of my tea and then let's get started.
Okay. Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. So, this week we're talking about 2017's Power Rangers. Go, go, Power
Go,
Rangers!
Power Rangers!
So, I'm so sorry about all the exposition I'm going to have to do because because this movie has a lot of exposition in it. Plus,
It
if you
does.
don't know the exposition, you will be
Then
lost.
it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna make sense.
There's like 30 years of backstory
Yes.
for the Power Rangers, so I'm sorry. So we start this movie on Earth in the Kenozoic era, I believe, and all of the
Yes.
Power Rangers, except for the Red Ranger Zordon, have been defeated by the Green Ranger Rita Repulsa after
Which
she
I think is so
portrays
funny, by the way, that
what
like all the Power Rangers have like alien names, and then it's like Rita.
Rita.
Rita, our enemy. Like, bro, did y'all like run out of ideas on names?
Also, Rita
or
looks
what?
like semi-human, and that's never brought up.
Yes.
All the other
Right.
ones look like aliens, and
They
Rita's just
straight
like
up look like
human.
aliens.
But
Mhm.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So yeah, she portrays them by stealing the Zeo crystal, and so Zordon has his robot assistant Alpha 5 send a meteor to Earth after he hides 5 power coins for 5 new Rangers to find.
Yep.
The meteor kills Zordon, the dinosaurs, and seemingly kills Rita.
Yes.
So that's how the dinosaurs died.
Yes.
Zordon
Yeah.
and Rita were in a little tussle, and he was like,
Yeah, it's the
rain
Power
hellfire.
Rangers. Yeah.
He pulled a
Yeah,
Thanos.
he's like, this is. Yeah, he's like, this is my last resort. So.
I mean, technically, this movie came out first, so Thanos pulled a Zordon, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, we get it. This is the original.
This is original.
Endgame and oh, frick! But the other two movies, they are copies.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We cut to 65 million years later in the city of Angel Grove, where football player Jason Scott and one of his friends, this man does not even get a name, but
He doesn't show up anywhere
if you
else.
watched a certain Nickelodeon show with Kiki Palmer, he was on that show.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, they are like bringing a cow into the locker room for some reason.
I thought it was like for a senior prank, but it's not even for that. They were just
I
bringing a
thought they were.
random cow
I thought they were stealing like a rival school's mascot or something. It wasn't even that either. I don't know
It wasn't
what
that
they were
either.
doing.
Yeah,
They
they just wanted to bring a cow in.
Weird.
Yeah.
And so while they're doing this, the cops show up, and so they end up getting into a car chase, and Jason gets into a car crash and gets put on house arrest, gets kicked off of his football team, and gets detention for the entire year, which fair.
Very
he
fair.
He could have killed that other kid or someone else.
Right.
Fair. He actually got off quite easy if you
think about it.
If you think about it. So, when Jason gets to the detention room, he slaps a guy for bullying an autistic boy named Billy Cranston.
Which I think is hilarious. This bully comes in swinging, and he's just all like, "Bop!
Bop!
Do not play in my face." And I think that's even more disrespectful. If I went in for a punch and you just slap me, I'm out.
Right, that's insane.
Like you don't even have to like push me down or say anything else. You just slapped me. I'm out.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna sit down. That was embarrassing.
It was.
A girl named Kimberly Hart goes to the bathroom and is told by her old friends that they're dropping her because she sent pictures of one of them to a guy. So what does Kimberly do? She cuts her hair.
Yeah. Ooh.
Also, could they have made her like long hair and not look so either wiggish or extension-y. Like, I could tell where her extensions were in her hair.
Yeah.
It
You know
looked
what though? I
bad.
think I think because we think like we do, it's just obvious to us now. Because there's
Mhm.
also a girl that I follow on. Well, I don't follow her on TikTok. Her videos just show up on TikTok every once in a while. But she points out when things are wigs and when things are weave
Mhm.
and when things are extension. And now that like she's explained it to me, I was like, anybody, even in public. I even texted Jordan about this when I saw somebody. But like, I can look at somebody now and be like, oh yeah, you've got something on. So
Yeah.
when I see it in movies now, I'm like, oh, okay. So something's
Okay.
either going to happen to her hair, or her hair wasn't long enough, or wasn't the color they needed, so they put a wig on her, or they put extensions on her.
Mhm. It's
It's
it's actually quite obvious in this movie.
yeah. This one is actually you can tell.
You can tell. It's really bad, but she
Yeah,
cuts it off, so it doesn't really matter.
doesn't matter.
After detention, Billy thanks Jason and asks if he wants to hang out. Jason says no because he's on house arrest.
Yeah, he's
But
like, bro, I literally can't go anywhere.
but Billy tells him that he can jam the signal. And so after Jason goes home and his parents were like fighting about him, he agrees to go over to Billy's house.
Yeah.
And like in the nick of time, Billy's able to jam the
Oh
signal
my
because
gosh, that was giving
Jason
me so much
decide
anxiety.
Jason decides to go over like 5 minutes before his curfew.
Dude, I know. Like, if you knew you had to. Also, his leg is in a brace, by the way,
Hmm. Yeah,
and he's riding a bike.
and he's riding a bike.
This man sprints everywhere and is riding a bike, and I'm just like, dude, you're in a leg cage. Like, your leg is literally in a cage. What are you doing?
Right? How is this working?
Like, your leg does not heal in 3 weeks. Okay,
No,
like
no.
I don't know how you're doing this.
And so Billy has Jason take him to some old mine.
Yeah,
And meanwhile, we see some other teens who are also there. Trini Kwan, which why is her last name Kwan if she's not Asian? Like
and neither are her
they didn't
parents.
even make like her dad Asian.
No, nope.
Weird.
Where the
Zach.
Asian is coming from, I don't know.
Yeah. There's Zach Taylor, which haha. And and Kimberly's also there.
Yes.
uh Jason sees Kimberly swimming and goes after her when he thinks that she's drowned, but she's fine.
She's fine.
And while they're talking, Billy blows up the side of the mine. So he, Kimberly, and everyone else run to see what happened.
Yes.
And after the side of the mine collapses, they find the power coins. Jason
Mm-hmm.
takes the red, Billy takes the blue, Kimberly takes the pink, Zach takes the black, Trinity takes the yellow.
Yep.
Security then shows up and they all make a run for it in Billy's van. And after trying to escape across some train tracks, they get hit by a train.
Never a good idea, by the way.
Never a good idea. Don't ever do that.
Never try to play with a train.
No, you will
You will
lose.
lose.
Even if it like just clips like the back of your car, it could
You're
still kill you.
yeah, because that train is not stopping. It's still
No.
going
Yeah.
90 plus miles an hour. It's going to kill you.
It's gonna kill you. In fact, when we later see the car, it was not damaged enough. Like it
It
wasn't.
wasn't. It should have been so much more crumpled.
Yeah,
It looked like they got into like a regular car accident.
it did.
Insane.
Insane. And so while all this is happening, we cut to Jason's dad who's working on a fishing boat. And he and his crew find a mummified corpse, and it's the mummified corpse of Rita. The
They're
next
not as
day,
freaked out as they should have been.
no, they found a dead body, and they're just like, "Oh, okay." And then
Yeah, oh, just throw her with the other fish, bro.
they just throw her in like the salt ring or whatever it's called, where they hold the
Yeah,
fish.
yeah. I was
It's
like,
like,
y'all.
ew. Also, why are you putting a dead body next to food that
Right.
can't be
That's so
sanitary?
awful.
The next day, everyone wakes up at home. and they're all perfectly fine. Jason's leg is even fixed. He's
Yep.
like,
Yep.
whoa.
He's got an 8-pack and his leg is healed.
Yeah. And they all have super strength.
Yes.
Like, they end up breaking, like, their doors and their
Sinks,
sinks and
phones.
phones. There's like, what's going
They can't
on?
control it.
When they get to school, they try to figure out what's going on and agree to go back to the mines. When Jason's dad gets back to port, he has a cop come look at the body, and Rita attacks the cop.
Yeah. Why they sent that man in alone and why he actually agreed to go down alone,
I
I will never
mean,
know.
I understand why he went down alone. He just thought he was looking at a dead body.
I know, but like,
Even though,
isn't
why would
that
a cop
weird?
go? Why would a cop go down
Right.
there and not like a medical examiner? But that's neither here nor there. um, we go back to the mine, and after they all go like Bella up a mountain, um, they jump into a hole and they find a spaceship. In the spaceship, they're met by Alpha 5, who forces them to awaken an AI version of Zordon, who says that he needs to train them for Rita's return because she will create a giant monster named Goldar who will rip the Xeon crystal from the Earth and take over the universe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels very random.
Mm-hmm.
If I was one of the teens, I would have been like, oh, so this is a joke then.
Right? Are you joking with us?
Right, this is a joke. Like, I have like super strength and superpowers and whatever, but this is a joke, right?
Like, this is the joke.
This is the joke.
Like, Goldar? Are you kidding?
Right.
Zeo crystal?
He's like, no, you're yanking my chain.
Yeah. What are you really here for? Are you experimenting on us? Is that what you're here?
Did I drink something weird? Am I dreaming?
Yeah. Did I accidentally drink some of your water from your planet and it like affects human physiology?
Right, I'm just wondering.
Because it can't be these dumb coins. Like, these coins can't have given me power. Yeah, and so we catch up with our girl Rita again, and she's killed a bunch of people and has started collecting gold to create Goldar. Which, like, she's getting most of her gold from like people's fillings, and I'm like, who has gold fillings?
Right. And it's not like there's going to be a lot of gold fillings if somebody does have it.
Yeah.
It'll be like maybe 1 or 2 teeth.
She has like a whole row of teeth, and she's like collecting gold out of them, and I'm just like, not that.
Like, where did you find these people?
Where did you find these people? And who has money for real gold fillings?
Bruh, insane.
Like, one of the people she attacks is a homeless man. I'm like, a homeless man had gold in his mouth? Please.
So crazy.
Yeah, and so go back to the teens. Everyone comes back for their first day of training, and they're told to morph, which I'll explain that later, but they can't. And so they start their combat training without their morphing skin / armor. So I'll tell you what morphing is now.
Yes.
So morphing is, if you've never seen Power Rangers before.
Yeah.
I bet you've heard, it's morphin' time.
Yes.
That is when they like magically create suits on their body of armor.
Mm-hmm.
In this movie, you have to like be connected with each other or whatever. Yeah. I think in like the old TV show they had like bracelets. They don't have those. They just magically morph.
And the coin doesn't even do anything.
The coin doesn't even do anything. Like it just like creates armor on their body like out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're like, it's within you. And we're like, what the heck does that mean?
Yeah, but
what do you mean it's within me?
Doesn't matter. They're not able to do it anyway.
Yeah. The expectations were so high, though, can I just say?
Right. He's like,
they're given
you strangers.
days.
Yeah, they're given 11 days. Zordon's like, you guys have to be a team. You have to like be one with each other. And these are strangers.
Right. Like I didn't even know one of these girls in this group even went to my high school. Like what do you mean we got to know each other? We got to be one with one
Yeah.
another.
And then Zordon's upset with them that they can't immediately morph.
Dude, his expectations were so high. It's ridiculous. And he gets so upset with them. Like,
He gets
bro.
so upset. He's like, why aren't they morphing? And
Right. He's like
Alpha's like, well, no, I don't know.
yeah, like second day he's like I need y'all to morph right now. Like this is ridiculous.
Right? How come you haven't morphed? But there's actually
Incredible.
there's a real reason why he's so pressured about them morphing. And we'll get into
Yes.
it later. And so we then get a training montage. They're they're training, they're becoming friends, blah blah
Yep.
blah blah blah. During this training montage, Billy becomes hyper fixated on finding out where the Zeo crystal is, and he finds it at Krispy Kreme.
Which is so ridiculous.
Which, by the way, if Kelly could not tell, Krispy Kreme was very obviously an ad placement in this movie. They
Oh, incredible.
they bring it
Yes.
up way too much for it not to be. I didn't even look up a movie fact to see if it was. I just already knew.
It's giving early 2000s TV show when they would play cereals or phones
Hmm.
or some type of food or water, drink, whatever in the episode, and it was everywhere. Like the level of like attention to Krispy Kreme in this movie is actually insane,
Hmm.
especially towards the end.
Oh, yeah. Actually, there's one part in the movie that made me chuckle. Like it was. I'll bring it up when it happens, but it was so blatantly an ad. I was like, I'm sure when this movie came out, they had this scene in a Krispy Kreme ad. Like it was an
Yeah,
ad.
yeah, it's one of those parts of the movie in the Krispy Kreme ad to make people come down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One day during their training, Alpha 5 shows them the Zords, which are giant robots which mimic whatever the apex predator of the time is, and I guess they haven't been updated because they're still dinosaurs.
I mean, they don't really get updated either.
No, they never get updated animals, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Zach ends up stealing one and almost gets everyone killed.
Bruh.
Because he's told that he won't be able to like really use it until he morphs, and he tries to use
Mm-hmm.
it anyway and he can't control it.
Insane.
He's
I
very
I
impulsive.
would have been so pissed.
Oh yeah. And so Jason and Zach get into a fight about this, and when Billy goes to stop them, he morphs for like 20 seconds, and this makes Zordon even more upset. The
Yeah,
fact that
yeah,
and so he's like, everybody get out.
yeah.
Get out of my ship.
He's like, I'm done with y'all.
Um And then when everyone leaves, Jason stays behind and overhears that Zordon is going to use the first time they morph to like transfer his AI consciousness back into his body, which like his body
Mm-hmm.
hasn't like disintegrated at this point. It's been 65 million years.
Right. When he said that, I was like, so where are you keeping your body? Like,
Right?
did
Where's your
you,
body?
or do you have like a made up body somewhere because you got hit with a meteor 65
Yeah.
million years ago?
Did Alpha 5 like restore your body and like freeze it
Right.
somewhere?
Isn't it in some like cryo tube in the back of the spaceship?
Right? We're never shown a body, so
We're not.
I'm thinking his body is gone. What if his real plan was to like transfer his consciousness into like one of the kids?
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
I'm leaning towards Jason, but yeah. And so Jason's like, screw you. Like, we don't need you. Blah, 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 blah. And then all the kids go out and have a campfire in the woods and
Yeah,
tell each
they're
other
getting to know one another.
and get to know one another. They have the most mundane problems in the entire world. They were sitting there boo-hooing, except for Zach. And
Yeah, except for Zach. Zach is that's an actual problem.
except for Zach. But there was like, my parents don't understand me. What was Trini?
Right.
Yeah, that was Trini's.
Yeah.
What was Kimberly's? Kimberly's was, I sent my friends nudes all over school. I'm like, that's a
Right.
you problem.
Right. Like that's an actual crime that
Yeah,
you
you
just
you
committed.
you committed a crime.
Yeah, so I don't know why you're boo-hooing. Like you're an actual bad person.
Zach's not Zach. Jason's like, everyone hates me. I'm like, well, yeah.
Well,
Billy has autism. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and then he has that thing with his dad as well. Like I don't know when his dad passed away, but he's like, I don't miss my dad as much, and I can see how that could be an issue when people are like, oh, you don't miss him as much, so that means you didn't care about him. Like I get that,
yeah. But I'm like, okay,
but like a lot of the problems are the normal teen problem,
teen problems. And then Zach's mother is dying, which is
which
an
is an
actual problem.
actual yeah.
But yeah, and then they're just like, we're a team now. I'm like, cool, whatever.
Yeah, we know each other. Yay.
Yay. Still can't morph. One night, Trini wakes up to Rita in her house, and Rita threatens to kill her if she doesn't find out where the Zeo crystal is. And so Trini texts everyone about what happened, and Jason comes up with a plan to kill Rita, which it's not a plan at all.
No.
They just all show up to the meeting spot, and there's like, we're going to kill her with these makeshift weapons.
Right. Like I don't know what they thought was gonna happen, if
I
I'm
don't
being
know what
honest.
they. I don't either.
Because
I don't
they're
either.
literally dealing with aliens and foreign technology, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like my crowbar can handle this."
This crowbar, this chain link, yeah, we can kill her.
Yeah, we can kill her. We don't have to morph.
And so they get there, and they get their asses kicked,
Of course, yeah.
of course. And so she like chains them up to a boat, and she realizes that Billy's the one who knows where the crystal is. Asks him where it
Hmm.
is. He's like, I'm not going to tell you. She threatens to kill Zach. He's like, fine, it's at Krispy Kreme. She's like, this is an important place. And I'm like, really?
Really? That was
Really?
I when she did that, I'm like, "That's a joke. That has to be a
That
joke."
has to be a joke.
She's like,
Um,
"It's got a significance." I'm like, "It sure does."
it sure does. I haven't been to a Krispy Kreme in years, but like, sure.
Me neither. I think the last time I was ever at a
High
Krispy Kreme,
school. I was in high
yeah,
school.
I think I think I might have been in middle school. If I'm
I
being
was in
honest,
I was in high school, so it must have been like over 10 years ago. Last time I've been
at
to a
this point,
Krispy Kreme.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then after he tells her, she's like, "Cool," and then she kills him
yeah,
and just
just
leaves the
straight up,
others. She's like, "Y'all aren't even worth my time," and just walks
yeah,
away.
right. She's like, I don't even you lost. You can't morph. I just killed one of your members. You're never gonna get me anyway.
Yeah, she's like, "Adios."
Bye.
And so they take Billy's body back to the ship and ask Zordon for help.
Which how long did it take them to do that?
Who knows?
Because they're at a dock and they have to travel through town
Through
without a
town
car
up to that like
up to the
mountain where the
mountain
mine
into
is.
a into drop into a lake, swim through the lake.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then somehow Billy dying connects them and they're able to morph.
Yeah.
And Zordon, quote unquote, selflessly lets
Uh,
them use that energy from the morph to bring Billy back to life. And it works
yeah. How
somehow.
generous.
How generous. Um, and so, yeah, they all morph together. I will say their suits look kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the
I'm
suits.
not mad at the suits. They don't
I'm
look
not
as
mad at it.
plasticky as the ones on TV.
Yeah. Like those you can yeah.
Yeah, these ones actually look quite nice. They look a little
Yeah.
stiff.
They
Like I
do.
like I don't know how they were fighting in those things, but they look cool nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they all get ready to make their way over to Krispy Kreme because Rita is like causing hell. She she raises Goldar
Yeah.
from the depths of hell or wherever he came from,
Wherever he comes from.
as well as some random rock monsters that she
Yep.
just creates.
Rock monster.
Rock monster. So Zach goes to get his Zord, and then we get the scene that made me chuckle. So we get a scene of Rita sitting in a Krispy Kreme eating a donut
Oh yeah.
while Survivor plays in the background. It's hilarious. I chuckled a
It's
little.
it's such a break from reality that it's so funny.
Like people are outside screaming, dying. She's sitting there eating her glazed donut with the Krispy
Yeah.
Kreme logo in the background and the hot light on. She's
Yep.
just enjoying
Yep.
her
She's just vibing, enjoying her
while
donut.
while Destiny's Child is singing, and then Goldar steps on the building and starts
Yes.
reaching for the crystal. Hilarious.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and so the team try to keep Goldar from grabbing the crystal, and when they get pushed into like a chasm or a lava pit or whatever, they like morph their Zords into a Megazord.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was so
Um,
ridiculous to me.
Rita then merges with Goldar and they fight.
Mhm.
They're able to defeat Goldar and try to get Rita to surrender, but she refuses. She's like, no.
Yeah. She's like,
She's like, she,
absolutely not.
she's like, absolutely not. Zordon will not judge me in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
She was like, absolutely not.
She's like, that's insulting. That's even more insulting than what's going on right now.
Which, by the way, I agree with her. I also wouldn't
Yeah.
want Zordon to judge me.
Mm-mm.
But then she gives them a warning that like other people will come for the crystal or whatever,
Whatever, yeah.
and they're like, okay, cool, we'll be
Okay,
ready.
great.
And so, when she tries to like jump at them, Jason just bitch slaps her into space.
Oh, it's so funny. I love it.
And I'm sure this actually kills her because
This does actually kill her because she freezes in
she like
space.
freezes in space. So, R.I.P. girl.
R.I.P. You
You were
literally just died from a bitch slap.
Yeah, you were low
Couldn't
key
be
iconic
me.
though.
Yeah, you were iconic, but you went out on a bitch slap, so I don't
Yeah,
know if that like cancels
that's
out or
that's kind
anything.
of an L. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the Power Rangers become heroes, and the kids stay friends, and they live their secret lives as Power Rangers.
Yay.
Even though, what are they fighting against now that Rita's gone?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't even show like a new threat or anything. They're just all
Yep.
like, we know this is gonna be a one-off, so we're just gonna show them all happy.
Did they? Because we then get a mid-credit scene where they tease the Green Ranger Tommy Oliver, but obviously there was
Oh,
no second movie. This
movie.
movie kind of flopped at the box office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay,
y'all.
ready for the movie facts?
Yes.
Okay, so the Angel Grove High logo in the movie is the same one that was used in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think that was like the original Power Rangers movie from
Mm-hmm.
1993.
Oh, that's cool.
Or actually, I think that's a show. Sorry. Whatever. Um, a linguist was hired to create the language of Eltar, which
Oh,
Bryan Cranston and Bill Hader, who plays Alpha 5,
yeah.
had trouble like learning, but
I
Elizabeth Banks
mean,
became fluent in it.
that's hilarious.
She became fluent in a made up language, and I love that for her.
I love that for her. Like, how exciting and useless is that?
Yeah.
Being like, oh yeah, I know two languages, and they're like, oh my gosh, really? And it's like, yeah, one of them is made up.
Hmm.
Incredible.
I have two that are like that go hand in hand.
Okay.
So, Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank, who were Kimberly
Mm-hmm.
and Tomberly Jordan and Tommy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There is a love triangle that happens between Kimberly, Tommy, and Jason in like the original Power Rangers, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have cameo roles in this film as like Angel Grove citizens, and they're seen
Oh my
wearing
gosh.
their ranger colors, pink and green, from the show.
Oh,
Um,
cute.
and so Jason David Frank, who played
Hmm.
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah.
So he had in his cameo, he's like holding up his phone and like recording the Power Rangers. During the premiere of the movie, he got ejected from the theater for attempting to record his own cameo on his phone.
No, for real?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Um, Elizabeth Banks.
That was trying to be iconic, but it just didn't
Yeah,
happen.
it didn't have. He was not in his Mrs. George era. He
No,
wasn't.
he was not.
They wouldn't let him be.
No. They should
Eliz-
have, just to be
they
funny.
should have. Elizabeth Banks.
I would have turned a blind eye to that.
Yeah, leave him be.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Banks improvised eating the gold necklace at the jewelry store.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. That makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. Where's my last one? Towards the end, this is the last one. Towards the end of the
Okay.
movie, while Trini is repairing her room, she asks her brothers, how do they know if the Yellow Ranger is a boy or a girl?
Hmm.
And this is a reference to the original Super Sentai series where the Yellow Ranger was played by a male. And then when they did the American version, they changed it to a female.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I
they
love how
kept
they just
but they
decided
kept
to change it.
but they kept the for the American series, they kept the male ranger outfit while morphed. So people were confused about
Oh,
with the boy
yeah,
or
that
girl.
is confusing.
Yeah. And so,
Huh.
Kelly, that brings us to our question. Is this movie iconic?
Hmm.
If you don't
I
have an
think
answer, I do.
you go ahead. You go first.
I put no, but I didn't hate this movie.
Yeah, see, I'm conflicted. Like it's a pretty good movie.
It's a
Like
good movie for
I
what
do
it
not hate
is.
it. Yeah, for what it is, it's a pretty good movie. I don't know if it has that little extra to make it iconic.
No. It doesn't have like
Um
from the original movie that ooze man. Hilarious.
Ooh, yeah.
Can't remember his
Yeah,
name right now.
me neither. But yeah,
But
it's not a bad movie. It's
it's
a
not a bad
pretty good
movie.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not entirely mad at it. They did a good job.
I wouldn't mind a sequel.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded a sequel. Um Also, like this has nothing to do with the iconic rating, but like the fact that they name dropped so many other superheroes from different franchises.
Mm-hmm. Like when he kicked
How
that Chevy and called it Bumblebee. Yeah.
right, and then when he's all like, "I feel like Iron Man or Spider Man," I'm like, how
Mm-mm.
how are y'all doing that? Like y'all got money to throw for these references?
Probably.
Like what is happening here? So it was a good movie, I will say. But like that was one of the questions that I had because I was like sitting there, I was like, he literally said Bumblebee, Iron Man, and Spider Man in one movie that is an independent film.
Mm-hmm.
Where y'all getting the money for this?
I mean, I'm sure the Saban, is that how you pronounce it? Company
Uh,
has tons of money.
oh, of course.
I'm sure they were just
I
like,
mean,
whatever, we'll buy the rights for this movie,
right.
whatever.
Also, I was surprised to see Becky G in this movie.
Okay. She's not the best
Because
actress.
she's not. But I was just surprised to see her. I was like, oh, what the heck? She's in this? I would not have minded a second movie. That would have been cool.
Yeah. What would it have been about? I don't know, but
Yeah,
it was okay.
it was good. Yeah.
Okay, Ella, what are your recommendations?
Okay, so I've got two recommendations. These are both throwbacks, good throwbacks. Um, my first one is Green Light by John Legend and Andre 3000. Yep. Such a good song. I need John Legend to come back and make that kind of music because, like, when he made music like that, it was such a bop. I love
What
it.
does John Legend do now?
I don't know.
What does he do?
I have no idea. Maybe he's just being a dad. I have no idea.
Who's paying the bills in that household? Chrissy Teigen isn't doing anything. He's not
She's
doing
not doing
it.
nothing.
Who's making the money?
Right. What's going on here? Does John Legend have some Vegas residency that we don't know of?
He's got to be doing something. Cause is he even on The Voice anymore?
Oh, good question. I don't
I don't
know.
even think he's on The Voice anymore.
I don't think so.
Where is he making his money?
Because it ain't his music.
No.
But yeah, that's a really good song. Such a bop. And my second recommendation is "Blame It" by Jamie Foxx and T-Pain.
Great song.
Um,
Like the Glee version better.
I don't remember that. I
Mm,
don't remember that one.
mm.
What season was that? I gotta look it up now.
2 or 3. I'm leaning towards 2.
Really?
I'm leaning towards 2.
Two. What was this for?
It was that episode where they
Oh, of course,
where they were
Archie.
drinking.
Of course,
The,
Archie's
the episode where they were
huge on
drinking.
this one.
You know that episode where they performed TikTok and like everyone threw up on each other? Is that episode?
Oh, okay. See, I'm watching the clip, and they've all got.
I have no idea what you just said. Your mic just kind of cut out.
Oh no, did it?
Yeah. What did you
Is
just
it okay
say?
now? I
Yeah.
said like I'm looking at the clip. I've got it muted, but I'm looking at the clip, and they've got like all, like the huge glasses on. Archie's got
Yeah.
Bloody Marys to
Yeah.
cure everybody,
Hmm.
and now he's singing of course it's Archie singing it.
Oh, apparently John Legend had an album come out in 2022, and apparently he has a tour this year or had a tour this year.
Huh?
uh, I said apparently John Legend either had or has a tour this year. I don't
Really?
remember hearing about this.
I did not either. So it's not going well.
It's not going well. It doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Like that's sad.
Nah. Nah. Uh-oh.
But yeah, is that it?
Yes.
Okay. I also just have 2 this week.
Okay.
My first one is "I Wonder What She Thinks of Me" by Chloe and Halle.
Hmm.
Great song. Like I said, I love the Ungodly Hour album.
Yes, he
I
does.
love it.
Yeah. When it came out and we were in the car, he put it on in the car once when
Hmm.
we were just driving around.
I listened to it every single day of 2020. Every
Yeah,
day.
you did. You did.
It's an excellent album. My second recommendation is "Half Crazy" by Music Soul Child. Great song.
Hmm.
What happened to Music Soul Child? Where's the music?
I don't know, man.
What happened? I'm gonna have to find him.
Okay.
Give me a week. I'll find out what's happening.
We're gonna track him down.
I'll find him. Don't you worry. Also, I'm very excited. Um, we are exactly a week before 31 Nights of Halloween. Whoop whoop!
Yeah.
Can't wait for spooky season.
I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for fall. I'm excited for the cooler weather. Like, ugh, I cannot
Ooh,
wait.
for the first time, and I don't even know how long, I was cold yesterday.
Were
I
you?
was. I had to go get a jacket out of the car.
amazing. I wish that was me.
I was so excited. I was like, yay!
I love that
But
for you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
So sorry we like went on like a very long rant at the top of the show. We
I
talked for like
know. We
30 minutes.
we do this a lot.
We did this a lot.
Unfortunately.
I'm so sorry. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and Instagram. They're both at SYTYI Podcast. Don't forget to send us your movie requests or your movie stories. Oh, I heard it this time, Kelly. I heard it this
Yeah.
time.
Okay. I was wondering if you would this time. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of loud.
I heard it this time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If you don't know what that was a ice cream truck,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
Kelly told me goes around like 10 a.m. every morning,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd never
Yep.
heard it
Yeah.
before today.
Yeah. Because for some reason, whenever it comes by when we're recording, it's never that loud. But for some reason today, he's blasting that music. He's like, it's the first day of fall. It's the second day of fall. People don't want ice cream. Like, bro, it's still 90 something outside.
It's like, buy your ice
Okay.
cream.
Also, it's 10 a.m. Who's buying ice
No
cream
one's
at 10
buying
a.m.?
ice cream at 10 a.m. on a
come
Sunday.
by,
I'm
come by later.
right. Come back around 11:30, 12ish.
And I'm not the kind of person to plan ahead where it's all like, I'll buy it now and leave it in the freezer. Like, no, if I'm gonna buy it,
No,
I'm gonna eat it
I'm gonna eat it
immediately.
immediately. But yeah, yeah, send us your movie requests, your movie stories, to our email, sytyipodcast@gmail.com. Do you like this movie? Do you think there should be a sequel? Let us know.
Yeah.
Do you agree with us? Because like there should have been a sequel, right?
I feel like there should have been at least a sequel.
Yeah. Maybe a streaming show?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bring back
Just
the
like
Power Rangers.
just to like close everything out.
Right.
Who do you think they would have cast as Tommy? Give us some ideas.
Yeah.
2017. Who could it have been? Who could it have been?
Ooh.
Do you think they were gonna like keep with the tradition of only having one white guy, or were they gonna throw in another white guy?
You know what? In 2017, they probably would have kept with the one white guy.
Okay.
Because I feel like that
So
was the era when people were starting to throw more diversity out there.
okay, so it can't be a white guy. Who could it have
Hmm.
been?
Hmm.
2017 teen stars. Let's see. I'm only saying you think they would have thrown in Taylor Lautner and tried to pass him off as something else?
Oh,
Like they
jeez. They're like, this man is racially ambiguous. He could pass as anything.
yeah.
They're like, this man
Um
is brown. And so technically that's not white. So that's diversity.
yeah. Who else? I can't think of anyone in
I
2017
know.
who's not white.
That's not white. Yeah, that's not a white man. I love how I said that's not a white and then didn't
That's not a
continue
white.
my sentence. I meant to say a white man. I'm sorry.
Um, TBD. Come back to us on that one.
Yeah. We'll hit you with our fan cast later.
Yeah. Don't forget to share us with your friends and family. Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone have a good week. Kelly still never got back to me about Disneyland.
Okay,
Boo.
see, that's why I need to talk to you about something. That's why.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
already did like that 30-minute top of the hour
Okay.
rant.
We'll corporate talk. We'll talk
Yeah.
offline.
Yeah.
We'll talk offline.
Nah. Don't pull that on me. It's a Sunday.
That's not that. It's just a day for me now. But
Oh,
yeah.
for real. Oh my gosh.
See y'all later. Stay iconic.
Bye. Stay iconic, y'all.